Hi, welcome back. So this video is going to be on what the angels have told me about law of attraction. Since I started learning about law of attraction and started connecting with the angels, it's been very interesting. What they tell me and what I can believe has taken some time. So when I first started asking them about law of attraction, they kept showing me Bewitched. So I'm showing my age, so I don't know if a lot of you watched the show Bewitched, but it was about a witch who basically, when she twitched her nose, she could get anything that she wanted, and what a fun way to live. Although in the show, she was always getting into some trouble. But anyway, the angels always they play that song for me. Anytime that I'm making law of attraction harder than it should be, I hear that song. I hear the theme song of Bewitched. So that's their cue to me that I'm making this way too difficult and that I could have what I want really, really easily. So, that is kind of a tough pill to swallow because we're just not taught that. This is such I don't know, for me anyway, such an opposite way of thinking and believing that it took me some real time and support from the angels to really understand what they're talking about. So they always show me in spirit and me creating in spirit, how easy it is, like Bewitched. All I have to do is think about something and it appears. However, here on Earth, it's a little bit of a different story. Our manifestations, because they're solid, because they're dense, take a longer time to manifest. So in some ways that's good, because if we could manifest everything we wanted like that, we would have a real problem with having too much stuff. And I don't know, maybe if it came so easy, maybe it wouldn't even be so much fun. I'm not really sure. So the biggest thing that we have to overcome with you is your belief, because that was the biggest thing I had to overcome, that I had to really believe that this was true, that I could have anything that I wanted and I could create anything that I wanted, and I deserved to have everything that I wanted in my life. And, that's a struggle, and that's why we need each other's support for that. Once I could really start to push my beliefs about me, and with the angel support, half the time I would do things, I'd be like, I can't believe I'm doing this. Like, I'm so scared and I don't even believe in myself. And I would just feel the angel support to say, try it, you can do it, you can do it. And every time that I did that, I was really rewarded, and my belief in myself grew. And my faith in them, and my faith in law of attraction, and my faith in myself grew. And when that started happening, my manifestation started to really come along and start to become really fun. I was like, all the things that I've ever imagined that I wanted started to actually appear in my life. And the thrill of that, I can't even tell you, the thrill of it happening was really more thrilling than what it was that I manifested. Just the fact that I had been thinking for such a long time for a certain thing, and then I actually got it. And then I almost forgot that I had been thinking about it for years and years, that this is what I've always wanted. So it's just such a magical, cool journey. So what I really want for you to do is to adopt that same belief and the same support that I get from the angels. Start to meditate. Ask the angels to show you things. Ask them to support you. Ask them to help you stretch your belief in yourself. So at this point, it's really important that along with manifesting little things, to think about, well, what is it that you want? What is it that you want? And pick one thing and, write about how you would feel if you got the thing that you really wanted. What would it do to your life? How would it change your life? How would it change your life for the better? How would you act? How would you be? How would you feel? And really, that's the key thing, is how you feel. Because as much as we always hear thoughts turn into things, I believe that it starts with that, but thoughts turn into things, but also thoughts and feelings help you to manifest things. It's more your feelings. So that's really, really important. How you're feeling really is kind of the fuel for the manifestation. So If you really feel excited that you know something really, really good is going to happen, it generally really does happen. So, us staying in these higher feelings, these excited feelings, these manifesting feelings is a key thing. But if you don't believe in any of this stuff, if you have doubts, if you're skeptical, we've got to work on that block, because for me that was the toughest thing for me to overcome, is really believe in this. It's almost like I thought I believed in it, but I really didn't, because I would ask the angels, well, why am I not manifesting this? Why am I not manifesting that? And they would just come back to me and say, because you don't believe it, because you don't believe you can, and you don't believe you deserve it, and you don't believe you're worth it. And so you're living up to your own belief system. That's all that you're doing right now. And until you change your belief system, that's all you're going to be able to create. And that's okay. I mean, you've created a beautiful life, but there's so much more. So I want you to think about that. I want you to talk to your angels and connect with them and ask for their help and support, and ask them to show you a block, to show you, what you really do believe in yourself, and how can you challenge that, okay? This is a discussion that's going to go on through the entire course, in our groups, on conference calls, and even in our private messages. We need a lot of support around belief. We just don't. We feel it for other people, like I believe you can manifest and I believe you could have a great life, but when it comes to me, it's a little tricky. But I really have overcome that with the angels' help. I really don't think I could have done it without that spiritual support system. I really don't. I was so ingrained in thinking a certain way about myself, and that my life was going to be a certain way. It took an enormous amount of effort on their part, and a book, which I'll share with you guys. I channeled the book, The Forgotten Friend, and that was directly from the angels, and that was directly from them trying to help me to realize my worth, and to try to stop giving myself such a hard time. So I will share that book with you. And, it's a short book, but it's worth reading, because it's about the relationship with you and learning to just treat yourself the way you would treat your best friend. And it's simple, but it can be really hard for us to do. But that goes hand in hand with manifesting. If we don't treat ourselves well, then we can't be happy. And if we can't be happy, we can't manifest. Okay? So it all ties in, and it's so simple and so complex at the same time. But it's a great discussion. So I look forward to continue having this discussion with you. Have a great day, and feel free to private message me any questions, or talk, in the group, talk to each other, support each other. That's how this works. Have a great day.